Hi everyone, I'm Marcy, and today I'm going to show you how to make chilaquiles with homemade chili from Red Chile Pods. I'm also going to be topping it with a fried egg because I love chilaquiles for breakfast. But of course, they're great for any time of the day or night because they're really delicious. Now, before we get started, I just want to say real quickly, thank you to all of you who've subscribed to this channel because it's brand new. I just started it during the quarantine, and your subscribing helps others know that I'm even here. So if you haven't subscribed yet, now's a great time to do it. Just click that subscribe button on the lower right of your screen. It doesn't cost you a thing, but it lets you know every time I put out a new video. Here's what you're going to need. About 10 red chili pods. Now, if you don't live in an area where chili is readily available, try walking down the ethnic aisle at your supermarket because it's usually sold in packages like this. And given a choice between California and New Mexico, always go with New Mexico because it just tastes a little sweeter and better. And those of you who saw my last video on New Mexico chili, you'll understand. But anyway, one package is exactly what you'll need for this recipe. Now you're also going to need oregano, cumin, salt, a few fresh cloves of garlic, and water. Then for the chilaquiles, you'll need corn tortillas, chopped onion, and cheese. Just go with whatever cheese you have. I typically will use muenster or cheddar or monterrey, but today I'm using queso fresco because it's a more crumbly cheese and I think it's just going to photograph better. I'm going to get started by making the chili, and I'll clean the chili pods over this bowl so you can see what it is I'm doing. I'm just cutting off the stem, opening up the chili as best I can, and I'm removing the seeds and veins. That's the vein right there. That's what makes the chili hot. I'm only saving the flesh of the chili. It's a little tricky sometimes because they're shriveled up and dried in weird positions, but you just got to get in there. This does take a little bit of time, but it's so worth it to have your chili made from pods instead of from powder because there's definitely a difference in taste. I usually get rid of all the seeds, but if you like your chili hot, you can leave a few of them in there. Once you've got them all cleaned out, you just wash them with plain water, making sure there's no dirt on there left from the field. Then leave them soaking in hot water for about 5 to 10 minutes. When you can see that they're a little softer, you can put them in a blender. Then we can start adding the other ingredients. Making chili is very much an instinct sort of thing, so my measurements aren't going to be exact, but we'll start with 3 cloves of garlic. Then this is about 1.5 tablespoons of oregano, which I like to press with my fingers to release the oils. And I love cumin, so I'm going to add about the same amount of that. Looks like it's time for me to get a little more. I tell you, I really go through it. Then I put in about 1.5 teaspoons of salt. Finally, I'll add the water. I'm probably adding a total of 3 cups. Then we blend. I'll heat up a saucepan with just a splash of olive oil, then we can cook the chili. Look at that. That is a thing of beauty right there. Ooh, and it's really hot. I better lower it. Once it boils, I lower the temperature and let it simmer another 5 to 10 minutes. While that's happening, I'll get a frying pan going over medium-high heat and put plenty of vegetable oil in it. Then I can take the corn tortillas and cut them into triangles. You can cut them in strips if you prefer, or even tear them with your hands. This is just how I like to do them. And I'm going to fry them until they get crispy. Then I'll take them out and let the excess oil drain over paper towels. Now I'll empty out the oil and in the same frying pan, put the fried corn tortilla pieces back in. I'll spoon in some red chili. You can put as much or as little as you'd like. Then I'll add some queso fresco and the onion. Now it's ready to serve. I'll add a little more of that cheese and onion on top. And for added flavor, I'll garnish with cilantro and Mexican crema, which is like sour cream, only a little creamier. Then to top it off, we've got to fry that egg. If that isn't a picture of goodness, I don't know what is. And now for the best part, when I finally get to taste this. And you really need to see this up close because as I cut into it, the yolk from the egg just drips over the chili, and this really is just a work of art, making my mouth water. Oh man, this is so good. I love everything about it. There's so many great flavors going on, but really, the star of this plate is the chili. And I'm telling you, once you start making your own red chili from pods, you're never gonna go back. You're gonna use it in everything from your tamales, enchiladas, menudo, you name it. And speaking of menudo, some people call menudo the breakfast of champions, but I call chilaquiles the breakfast of champions. I'm gonna keep eating, but I really hope that you try this recipe. It's really good. Thanks so much for checking out this video. Let me know what you think in the comments. And as always, be sure to subscribe, like, and click the notification bell so you know when my next video comes out. Until next time, blessings from my kitchen to yours.